Hi and welcome back to Lights Up, Lights Down. I'm with the Supra today. Just a bit of an update first of all. When I was talking about the car when I was driving it, and that video where the sound wasn't very good, I was talking about how I didn't like the ride. So what I've done is I've fitted Bilstein shocks, which are what the car would have had originally, but these ones have been revalved by a specialist that knows exactly what he's doing with the Supra. So we've got revalved yellow Bilstein shocks with his fast road setup springs. So the car is sitting a bit higher than it was before, but I am really pleased with where that's sitting. It's much more comfortable to drive, handles better, and yeah, really pleased with that. These shocks, they do have, like the TRD Bilsteins that were on the car originally, I had the grooves machined in so I can set 3 different ride heights. At the moment, the rear is on the middle setting, and the front is on the lowest setting, and I'm happy with that. I like them to have a little bit of rake, a little bit lower at the front than the rear, and I'm really pleased with that. So what that led to was the car originally had obviously the original front lip on the front bumper, and I did have the active spoiler. I fitted the active spoiler back when I was using the car daily. The car didn't originally have it. It didn't have the electronics for it as well. There was some confusion at the time as to cars should have all the loom in there if they have the plug at the front. This car did have the plug at the front, but didn't have the loom behind the dash. So I had to make up kind of my own loom, and I had the active spoiler working. In the meantime, while the car's been in storage, the relays for that have failed, so it's not working at the moment. And also the lip that was with it was quite damaged, and I didn't really want to continue to use that going forward. So I've removed most of it. It is ready to, it can go back on the car if I want to at a later date, if I can get a good quality lip. But most of them are damaged now, or no one's really selling them, so that might not be an option going forward anyway. So what I've done is I couldn't really decide. I started looking for different front lip spoilers, or front lips, whatever you want to call them. And there was 2 that seemed to be readily available. The one that I've put on the car already, and this one here. Oops, that one there. I couldn't really decide which one I liked. It was difficult to tell from the photos. So I decided, sod it, I'll just buy both of them. I'll fit both of them to the car, do it as a video. You guys can maybe decide which ones you like best. This one's already on the car. I've actually just had a quick pan round on it. Now what I like about it, I do like how it looks. I like the clearance is good. It's a bit of a problem when you're pulling up against a parking space and into a curb, whereas that is in danger of being hit. The other one's probably about 20 mil higher than this one. And what I'm really not sure about is the ratio between that point there and this point here. I just don't. I know with the standard front lip, that ratio is about the same as that anyway, but because the standard front lip kind of curves in, you don't really pick it up so much. But what I don't like about the standard front lip is the way it goes up at an angle. I just don't really like that look. So, and I don't like the standard Toyota side skirts either. So I'm a bit stuck here. So what I'm hoping is that the other spoiler, the one comes about this high, I think that's going to be a pretty good compromise between the 2. So what I'm going to do is get the car on the ramp, swap out the other spoiler, put some photos up of this one for you, and you can then get the other one on and you can have a look and see what you guys think. Let's get cracking. Okay, so I'm under the car now. What I'm going to do is, the spoiler's held on with these 10mm headed M6 bolts. That was all changed out when I took the old spoiler off. Normally there's up in the top here, there's like studs through that go into the aluminium, but they all span round, so I had to take the whole front bumper off and sort all that out, which is why I didn't do a video of that, because it took me ages. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is start undoing these. Hopefully this spoiler should then just drop off and get the other one on, and then we can have a look at what it looks like. Okay, it's off. Now, what's happened? This has happened, which I hoped wouldn't happen, and that's that some of these have sprung back out again because it's not very easy to get to the other end of some of these. I think it'll be alright. New spoiler. Now what I might do just temporarily is put a nut on there before the aluminium goes on, just to hold it in place while I try and get the sides on. Now up here you've got your fixing points, which were how the other one was attached. You can see I've got extra tabs on this one which go into the under tray area. Really it wants to be attached to the bumper, so I'm going to have to drill some holes, mark it, find out where the holes need to be. I might even cut these tabs off because I think they're just going to get in the way, because obviously I've got the under tray for the active spoiler, which is slightly different, I would imagine, to what this one's designed to be used with. So let's have a look. Okay, that turned into a lot more effort than I was expecting. I didn't reuse the aluminium parts on the bottom of the spoiler. I put in sort of bolts with larger washers, and the aluminium things just weren't going to work really, so that's worked out better. So it is on. Let's just go to the other side. See, it's fitting okay. It was a right pain to get to fit. This is often the case with aftermarket stuff, it just didn't fit very well, but it's on there okay now. I'm quite pleased with that. So next stage, lower it down and see what it looks like on the ground. Okay, I rolled it back and forward there a little bit, turning the steering just to try and get the front suspension to settle. It is still higher than sitting higher than it does when it's properly settled, but I have to say, I do think I prefer that spoiler. I'm hoping it's coming out on the camera okay, but it's just more subtle really. I think that's just enough for what I want. I don't want the car to look too sort of modified, and I think the ratio between the front lip and the side of the car is now, I'm really pleased with that. I think that's perfect. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you which ones you prefer. I'll put some pictures up of the two on the video or on the description or something. And yeah, let me know which one you prefer, but I think personally, I think that's probably the one I'm going to go for. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.